Watagwan peeps, Watagwan. It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles here. And as usual, I'm sitting here with my cup of coffee. I've just lit a candle. I've got my white sage incense going. I've already blessed this reading. And I was sitting here with my coffee, as you can see here. I made one of my special grounded brews. I've got a grounder that I can ground my beans. And Spirit said, pull some cards. So I'm pulling some cards, and I haven't even looked at these yet. I've just pulled them and sat there, got my coffee and come back. But I've used 3 different decks here. I've got the Energies decks here, which has got, what have we got here? We've got the Magician and the Mirror. We've got the Caring Connection, and we've got Angel of Love. And then I pulled the Moonology cards, and under Magician and the Mirror it says a new romantic cycle begins and hold your vision. So from that I got curious. I said I'm going to start pulling some cards because this is like, what is going on here? So it says step out of your comfort zone, expect powerful change under the Caring Connections. And then under the Angel of Love it's got conclusions are within reach and take time to breathe out. So I couldn't leave it there, could I? I couldn't leave it there. But first of all, if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Hit the subscribe button and click the alert so you know when I'm actually doing some videos. But just having a quick glance over this is about the Divine Feminines them. This is all about the Divine Feminines them. And this is the feeling I'm getting. I can feel it. Spirit saying it's Divine Feminine Day today. So first of all, we've got the Magician and the Mirror. And underneath that is a new romantic cycle begins and hold your vision. Are you manifesting? Are you Divine Feminines manifesting? Are you having to manifest? Is there a reason why you're having to manifest? We're going to look into it. Because it says here, new romantic cycle begins and hold your vision. Why are you having a new romantic cycle? Was there a relationship that you was in that is no more? And you've actually taken yourself out of it. We're going to find out. So underneath the Magician, a new romantic cycle and hold your vision, there is the 10 of Pentacles. And next to the 10 of Pentacles is the 5 of Cups. Now this speaks to me about once there was some stability. There was possibly a romantic relationship, a stable relationship. This looks like a couple here with children. They've got the pets, they've got the grandkid, they've got the grandparents there. Once there was a stable relationship, but something's happened. Something's happened here because now you're looking at the 5 of Cups. Where there was love, there is no more. There's spilt milk here. Someone's standing there looking at these 3 cups that have been spilt, but they're not realizing there's 2 behind them. There's opportunities behind them. And this is probably where the romantic cycle is all about. The beginning of a new romantic cycle. So an old cycle's gone and a new one's come in. So let's go on. Now here comes the King of Cups. Now this King of Cups, he actually looks quite stern though in this deck, doesn't he? He looks quite stern. And I wonder why he looks quite stern. I mean, although to me, this person, and I'm reading intuitively now, but this person, although they had love for you, they didn't show it. They withheld their love. And you can see they're quite stern, aren't they? They withheld their love, their attention, their time. They weren't giving you jack shit. And you can see it in the face. They're holding on to their cup. It's like they're holding on to their cup and their staff and their life, aren't they? They're not actually stretching it out towards anybody. I mean, although they've got the fish around their neck, and fish usually means abundance. It means pregnancy. Well, you know, in Jamaica, when they say, "Me dreams to fish today," that usually means pregnancy. But that's, to me, this speaks of abundance, you know. So, but this person, although they might have, they're hiding it from you. They keeping their love and their situation to themselves. They don't want to offer you nothing. They just want to take. And fair enough. They've withheld, and it's broken your heart. I don't know if this is speaking to specific people. I don't know, but we'll find out, won't we? But somebody's broken your heart. This is the Three of Swords. And there's 3 daggers here. Why is there 3 daggers? Well, obviously it's the 3 of Swords, but, you know, there's 3 daggers here. Is that hinting on something? Is there hinting on why this person was withholding from you? Is this hinting on what the situation is? Is it a third party? I mean, it's definitely heartbreak. So let's have a look. And look at this. This is usually, the Fool is usually someone who's taken a leap of faith, who's going on an adventure, who's, again, going on a new cycle, but it's in reverse. No more. You decided not to take it. To me, either this person decided not to take a leap of faith, or you've decided not to take a leap of faith anymore, or you've decided to get yourself out and start a new cycle. The new cycle and hold the vision. Is that what this is all about? Because it's in reverse. The Fool is in reverse. I've hardly ever seen this card go in reverse. Because it's a leap of faith. It's a new cycle. It's newness. But this is not happening here. It's not happening here at all. You've decided to... Maybe halfway you thought, I'm going to take the leap of faith. But it's underneath this 5 of Cups. You're looking at spilt milk. So you've decided to withhold. And certainly there, look, there's a death. This is a death of a relationship. This is a death of a situation or a situationship. Because you found out something about this person, and this person is now showing up as the King of Wands. This is what it looks like to me. And you know what they say about the Wands? Normally they're about action, they're about movement, they're about forwardness. But also, and if you don't know, the Wands is also about sex. Did this person just want sex and nothing else? Although they have love for you, as it shows up here, they also just wanted to maybe use you for sex, draw on your energy, suck you out. And they're trying to figure out how they can come back and do that. Because there's certainly a death here. So why would they want to come back? Did they feel there was something there? And they've realised there was something there? Why did this person want to come back? But for the moment, it looks as if they're standing their ground. They're not doing anything. They're just pondering. But what they are certainly doing, and this could be multiple people, you don't even know. They're definitely spying on you. This card is a spy card. They're actually maybe checking out your social media. They may be trying to check out what you're doing, how you've been, what you're up to. That's what they're trying to do. But they can see that you've moved on. And this is the 3 of Wands. This is all about moving on from a situation or moving on from something. Or usually it speaks of, you know, like when you have the Ace of Wands, which is action. It's action-packed. It's movement. It's the start of a project. And then the 2 of Wands speaks of the path where you've moved on from the beginning of that actual situation from the Ace. And now this is like the planning stage. So you could be planning and pondering, or they could be planning and pondering on how to get back to you. How they can get out of this situation, what they can do. Because this is the 9 of Pentacles, sorry. This is now a single lady who is abundant, who is by themselves. But this is definitely a single lady now. So this is definitely speaking of coming out of a situation that was bothersome. It caused you heartbreak and you no longer wanted to invest in this situation. You no longer wanted this and it caused death. Did you not take that leap of faith anymore? Did you decide not to move on or push on with this relationship because it was too burdensome? It was too burdensome. I mean, look, someone's looking at spilt milk. Someone's looking at a situation, but they're not looking at the opportunities behind them. Because they've got opportunities behind them. Maybe other suitors, other plans, a new beginning. Who's to say? I wish I was a mind reader, but I'm not. But there's definitely a death in this situation. There's no more. No more. No more leap of faith. Did you cut this person off? Did you stop talking to them? Did you even move to get away from this situation? You know, because this person is about getting jiggy with it. I mean, it's an action-packed person. It's someone who's thinking about action, who wants to take action. And they're watching you. They're watching you. But you've got plans, haven't you? Or they've got plans for you. And you don't even know about it because you're now the single lady, abundant, about your business, getting on with it. You're not taking on the nonsense, are you? So you're currently single. Or this is the immediate past. Because if you look at it, this is, if you really want to look at it, it's past, present, future. And this battery's going to die, so I'm going to have to put the charger on it. This is not funny. Why are you, excuse me people. This is going to shake for a minute because I need to put the charger on it. And I'm going to have to step back on it because the charger is quite far from where I am. Yeah, so this is not funny now. So we've got here, so now you're single. This is the immediate past. It could be anything, because even yesterday, a couple of months, it could be, but it's the immediate past. So let's move on. There's the caring connection, and it says here, sorry people, because I'm far from the actual cards now. Well, not far, but I have to stretch for it. So this one says, step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. So, and what does the second one say? This is bothersome now. I can't hold this and have it on the charger. I don't know why I didn't think to charge this phone, but let's have a look at this one. We've got expect powerful change. So this is a new cycle for you. Now that you're in your singledom. You're in your singledom. You're carefree. You're about your business. You're checking out what's going on. And here is the Queen of Wands. Now, it's funny that the Queen and the King of Wands could come out. Is it that this person's trying to come back? Because they know they've now realised that you're single, abundant, you got your shit together, you're all about action, you're all about getting the business done. And it's only now it's probably dawned on them, because look, they want to offer you something, but this is the slowest knight in the deck. So this is all about pondering, and you can see they're pondering. I mean, I just shuffled these cards, laid them out, and not even read this. I just thought, let me go and make my coffee, because I've got my coffee over there, and come back and see what's going on with these cards, because Spirit just said draw these cards. But this is telling a different story. This is for the women, this is for the females, this is for the divine feminines. Because just glancing on the cards, I can see the Empress has come out, but that's in the future type thing. The immediate future. But for the moment, this person is pondering. They're pondering. Because the next card up is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles speaks of somebody who's only looking at one option and not looking at the other three options. You can take it how you want to. That King of Pentacles could be just pondering. They're just sitting around pondering, thinking, possibly kicking themselves, thinking, I had all these options and I picked the wrong option, and now I'm looking at this cup because somebody offered me this cup previously and I never took it. Why didn't they take it? Why didn't they go for it? What was it that was holding them back? To me, this, looking back, this person, and I don't want to say it, but this person doesn't know how to make choices, doesn't know what's good for them, doesn't know, they had choices and they picked the wrong choices, and now they're pondering and they're thinking, oh my goodness, I had all these options and I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong somebody, because they could have had many options. I mean, look, there's 3 cups there, sitting there, and they're not looking at the 3 cups. They're looking at the one that's up in the cloud there, is being pushed over the cloud, and they're pondering that one cup. It might be quite bothersome to them, because look, you can't make this up, can you? The Empress has come out. This is an abundant person. Usually the Empress she's possibly somebody who's intuitive, somebody who's, possibly got children of older status, or she's quite a wise old bird. I see this woman as a wise old bird. She may not show it, as I might have said previously if you watched any of my previous videos. She might not show it, but she's a wise old bird, this one. And as we move on, here is the Queen of Swords. I'm tempted to think this is the same person, because this person is all about the truth, Ruth. She was probably honest with this person. She was upright. She was honest. She gave nothing but the truth to this person. And you can't make this up. The Emperor's come out. The Emperor. He could have been her emperor. He could have been her emperor, but this is underneath the Four of Pentacles. If you can look there, it's under the Four of Pentacles. He could have been her emperor, but to me, and I'm reading this intuitively now, I'm reading this and I'm thinking that this man, because the Emperor and the Empress and in between is the truth. Now, you could look at this another way. You could look at this as this person, and the reason why they're pondering is because there's two birds in this situation. There could even be three. There's an action-packed queen there, because there's too many queens and women coming out here. This person was on a gigolo thing. There was the F-boy, weren't they? This is what this is looking at. This is what this is looking at. You want the truth from this person. Either this Empress is connected to this Emperor. So he has a long-standing relationship with somebody that he's not telling you about. And all you want is the truth. You just want the truth. Because how could this person put you in this situation and not tell you? Sometimes what people do is they say, yeah, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. But they're not telling you about their situation. They're just telling you about their past situations. They're not telling you about their current situations. And they could get away with certain things. And it's not, and what they were doing there is not right, because it looks as if they've got a relationship. They could even have two other people on the go, because this is the Queen of Wands, or this could be you. Action-packed, forward-thinking, get shit done. Or this is another person that they've been running up under as well. Because Wands talks about, as you know, Wands is also about sex. So this person they could have been having sex with. This person is their long-term relationship, who they possibly got children with, and hiding everything. They might have told you about their past and their older children or whatever, but they're not telling you about what this person they've got with them currently. And this is another person that just wants the truth. And this truth and this person could possibly be a Virgo. This card is the Virgo card. This is the Virgo card, the Hermit. But it could also possibly be, but because of this situation, and she's not getting the truth, and she's not getting what she needs to hear or needs to know for either closure or to move on with this situation, this person has decided to go into Hermit mode. See the Hermit there? The Hermit has got this star in their lantern, and they're looking downwards, and they're looking at the snake. Because in some tarot decks, the Hermit is actually looking down at a snake, somebody who's deceptive, somebody who's domineering. Because the Emperor is all about dominance. The Emperor is all about dominance. Someone who's domineering, somebody who wants their own way, somebody who, and they're looking down at this situation and pondering and thinking, nah, there's a snake in the grass there. There's a snake down there. And they're having to go away, rest, recuperate, meditate, think about what the hell is going on. And this is a wise person. This is a wise person. Virgos are stable, reliable people who like the truth, who live by the truth, are honest people normally. Very organized, very stable, very about their business, about their money, about getting things done, who don't like to mince their words either, you know. And this person has happened to have gone into Hermit mode. This is what this looks like. And this is all to do with this love connection. Let's look here, look. You thought it was a caring connection. You thought it was a caring connection. But what the hell? Because it's saying step out of your comfort zone. Meaning get the hell out. Cut it. Trim it. Go away. Meditate. Clear your energies. Get away from this heartbreak, because it's just not the right thing to do. It's not right what this person's doing. They could have 3 people on the go. They've got a main woman right here. They got the one that they played the fuck boy with. Oh, excuse my French. The F boy. I should say F boy. Stop it. Because they're the slowest moving knight in the deck. They're pondering because they realised that they've made some mistakes. And this one in particular, the Empress and the Emperor, they are currently connected. This is the current situation. They're currently connected. They're still connected. And someone's having to go away and think about what's going on here. So anyway, let's move on, because I could go on with that forever. But we have Angel of Love. Caring person, they're holding their heart. You know, they're thinking about things. You can see they're looking down at their heart. Is it love of self? Because the Angel of Love not only talks about love connections, they talk about love of yourself. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry. I'm just putting this card back. Come on. So the Moonology card that came with this is conclusions are within reach. This is possible future energies. And what are the conclusions that are within reach? Are you having to walk away and not getting your answers? But if you're intuitive, you already know the answers. You know this person is an F-boy. You know this person was trying to play you, playing the F-boy. They probably... To see so many queens on the deck, they probably got some kind of sex addiction as well. How can you have 3 people on the go? Why would you want to have 3 people on the go? They probably got some kind of sex addiction. Or they just use sex as a tool, because some of these divine masculines... I did a video the other day, and I was talking about some of these divine masculines. Some of these people that know they have some kind of empathic energy. Empaths are people that can feel energies, or they can feed off of energies, like energy vampires. And some of them use sex as a tool to actually make them feel good. And it gives them energy, it gives them life, it gives them potency. And if you're an awakened one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I keep saying the awakened ones, but these are people that have gone through, and you have to look this term up, but it's called Kundalini, where you've been awakened by spirit, you've been awakened by the divine. And the way that you've been awakened is really unorthodox. Sometimes it's through sex. Sometimes it's just downloads. You wake up one morning and you think, what the hell happened? Or sometimes it's just because of things have triggered it, that you've had really hard times. And you've said, God, if I can get out of this, I would forever be with you. You know, get me out of this situation. And that's 3 of the ways. I don't know if there's any other ways, but I know that one of them is sex. So this person could use have been sex as a tool, and he needed to have sometimes very low level. I mean, this person's not a low level person, because this person wants the truth. But the ones, action packed, likes their own way. The Empress is somebody that is connected to this person, is in a relationship, is a commitment. Because look, this is too silly to be true. This is too close to be true. You get what I'm saying? And under the Queen of Swords is this Hermit. Hermit speaks of a Virgo, but it could also be somebody who's just taking the time out to assess the situation and is decided, looking at this, because we're going to move on with this, but I'm feeling intuitively someone was just sitting back, taking the time for themselves, looking at the situation, because that's what they're doing. They're looking down at the situation. And although this picture doesn't have the snake in it, they're looking down at somebody who's been deceptive. And they just want the truth. They just want the truth right here. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's move on. As we said, Angel of Love. And what's underneath Angel of Love? We've got conclusions are within reach. We read that one before, didn't we? And then we've got take time. Oops, it's gone blurry. Why has it gone blurry? Take time to breathe out. See? This hermit is actually gone into hermit mode. They've gone into hermit mode and decided, let's take some time out, because this could possibly be a soulmate, a love connection that you've known each other. And if you know again what I'm talking about, you've known each other in previous lives. This is reincarnations of the same people that know each other in the 5D, but are being combative in the 3D, in the physical, because although there's a love connection here, look, there's options. Somebody had options. They had options. They were looking at their options. I mean, can you see all those options there? There's jewelry, there's castles, there's a crown there, there's a dragon, there's a snake coming out the cup. And they were confused because there's so many options here. They were confused. So you know what they were doing? They were living it up, living it up. They were living it up. They were celebrating. They were partying it up. They were getting down and dirty. The boomstick was having a whale of a time. And for a time, this person was happy. They were happy with that situation. They were happy with playing the field. They were happy with doing what they were doing. Don't know. They could have had stability. They could have had stability. They could have had the dream life. You know, I'm the bachelor. I'm the one that can play the field. I can do what I want and be what I want, and nobody can say jack to me because I'm manipulative. I can get what I want because I know how to use the universe for my ends. But how long is that going to last? It's going to catch up with... I mean, if you really are doing this and you've got 3 and 4 people on the go, on the deck I'm seeing 3 people and an emperor. Or somebody who's spying on somebody. Because if you go back, there's the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all about spying on somebody. They're looking at their social media. They're actually... and they're not taking that leap of faith. They're just watching. They're trying to find out what's going on. I don't know. They could be watching more than one person. I don't know. But there's definitely a single lady here that they could be looking at. But this is the Page of Cups. This person's realised that they've picked the wrong options. They've picked the wrong options. And now they want to offer this cup, this immature, stupid cup. You know, this dibby offering. And possibly, because this Page of Cups is talking about apologies as well. Do they want to offer apology to somebody? Do they want to, but they don't know how. They're, you know, because underneath that is the star. The star is Aquarius. This could be specifically for an Aquarian. And it's weird that all these cards have come out. It's weird that it's come out this way. This is an Aquarian, the star. You know, they could see you shining. Because you're no longer fighting with them. You're no longer, because this is a fight. This is somebody fighting. 5 of Swords. This is somebody fighting, but you're no longer fighting with them because it's in reverse. Somebody's no longer fighting with somebody. They've given up the ghost on this relationship because this person's, you know, you want to shine. You want to shine. You stopped with the conflict because this is all about conflict. Or does someone want to come back and give you conflict? Because look, there's the Temperance card. You're having to be patient. There's you know, you're gonna, you know, this is, you see the 2 cups there. Do you see the 2 cups? And it's somebody, the angel is swishing between the 2. Angel speaks of divine. Angel speaks of guidance, patience. You know, there's a crown there in the back. This is definitely to do with divine. This is definitely to do with having patience, having temperance is, you know, having the time, taking the time out to actually have some patience and some, because this person's trying to offer you some dibby apology, and they're not even apologizing really. They think they can pick up from where they left off and become friends, and that's not happening. So, although there was a battle there, you put them swords down because you're just about to shine. You're gonna shine. You get shining, and this is conflict. This is conflict underneath the temperance. So you having to stop the conflict. Stop the conflict, because it's under the temperance card, having patience. Stop battling. Put the swords down. And just live your life. Because here is the high priestess. This is divine. This is of God. This is somebody that is got their head screwed on, who's intuitive, who can see all this, who can see after going into the hermit mode. As you can see, they've gone into the hermit mode. They've come out a different person. They've come out as a highly intuitive person that possibly has got gifts, who's of divine, who knows what their business is at. And it's saying, no more of this nonsense. Get the F out of here, F boy. I don't want nothing to do with you anymore. I don't want none of your crap. Because this could have been soulmate status. This could have even been a full-blown twin flame. But he ain't acting right. And as long as somebody's not acting right, it's never going to be balanced. And if it's never going to be balanced, you're never going to get the reciprocity you need to actually be who you really are. If you'd have come together in a balanced situation, because this is all about balance as well. If it's a balanced situation, trust me, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Because this person's empathic. This person, well, I don't want to say empathic, but this person's of divine. When I say divine, it could be God, it could be the universe. It depends on what religion you are. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It really doesn't matter what religion you are. Downloads are downloads from the divine. You know, downloads are downloads from the universe. Downloads are downloads from God. Downloads are downloads from Buddha. Downloads are downloads from Mahatma Gandhi. All the great Jesus, whoever. But whoever you actually practice with, they've given you the light. Give me the light, damn person. Trust me. Give me the light. Someone got the light there. But because of this person, it's tied you up. It's got you thinking all sorts of nonsense. It's thinking, why did you get yourself into that situation? Why did you have to go and be combative? Why did you have to block them? Because this is conflict. This is blocking. You're blocking this shit out. But guess what's on the bottom of the deck? The Queen of Pentacles. This is a money girl. Money girl. Money girl. And she's no longer in hand. Look, underneath the deck. I've not seen this deck now. I'm just flicking. But this is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a money girl who's about their money, who's making their money, who wants to make their money, who's moving forward with their own life. They might be attached, or they might be seeing someone, they might be dating, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, unlike this single person who's definitely single there could be possible dating, there could be possible, but she's about her business, about her money. She ain't got time for the nonsense. And because look underneath here, the hangman in reverse. They're no longer pondering. Somebody's no longer pondering. Somebody's no longer doing, it could be her, it could be them. But do you really want to go back to that situation? And this is why you've got the clarity, you've got the light. Give me the light. Do you see the light round the person? Give me the light. I keep saying that because this is like, spirit is giving it to me now, because my spirit likes to talk to me through music as well. So they're saying, give me the light. You got the clarity. You got the go ahead. Because, look, the magician. Oh my God, the magician and the devil's come out. So normally, if the magician was any other card, right, by itself, you'd have said, yeah, you're manifesting. Because it's got all the suits there. It's got the pentacles, it's got the cups, it's got the sword, it's got the wand. This person's got power. But it's next to the devil. This is to do with, this is just confirming, this is manipulation. Somebody was trying to manipulate a situation or manipulate somebody to what they want. And you see the two lovers there? Let me show you the devil card. Let me show you the devil. Because it's not necessary. Sometimes it's not necessarily a bad thing. But when these two cards come out together as well, sometimes some people believe, and I'm going to show you now, some people believe when the magician and the devil comes out together, it's about magic, it's about black magic. But I don't want to give energy to that. Because here, look, there's two lovers here, but the man's tail is on fire. You see the man's tail on fire? Why is the man's tail on fire? Spirit knew which deck for me to pick out today. I do like this deck, actually, because it's very clear. But I'm telling you, the man's tail on fire. Can't never know the use of them tail till it cut off. Have you heard that saying before? It's a Jamaican saying, the cow never know the use of their tail until it gone. And this is the tail budding off. And this person is was trying to manipulate. But I'm going through the deck now. I've not even seen these. But look, there's judgment there. And this judgment card is usually to do with the divine. Divine said, I'm going to intervene here now. None of this nonsense. None of this nonsense is going on. Let me just cut this shit. Let's karate chop it, sir. Just karate chop it. Because it's not happening. You are taking the piss with one of mine. And it ain't happening. No, sorry. You're taking the piss with one of mine. It's not happening. You're not doing it. This is what I'm getting from this. And although somebody is reminiscing, thinking about the past. This card is to do with the past. This is like somebody you've probably known for a long time, and you didn't even realize that you could have been a divine connection. You could have been a divine connection, but as it shows here, you cut that shit. You karate chop it. You karate chop this situation because. Look, this is somebody who see no evil, hear no evil. They know what, they don't want it. They're blocking that shit. They're definitely blocking that shit. They're blocking that shit. Because they see no evil. They hear no evil. Them eyes closed to the situation now. Them blocking it. This person is not having any of it. Divine got into this situation. Because look, this person's now pondering. Either you're pondering, which I don't think so, because look, the Nine of Pentacles come out there. Say about your business, mate. This is the person. I'm truthfully saying this is the person now. They're pondering. They're pondering their pentacles. They're pondering about life. They're pondering about where they should go from here. They're at a crossroads. They're looking down at something, but they're looking at the situation. And they know. Look, I'm just picking from the deck now. They know. That's the truth, Ruth. She was the truth. I should have told her the truth. I should have, because sometimes what people do, this is part of their manipulation, right? They say, come on, let's do this relationship. Let's see where it goes. They're not saying to you that they've got current situations and that they just want to be a F-boy. They just want to have a friends with benefit situation. They're not telling you that. They string you along and give you enough to know that there might be some kind of commitment in the future. They string you along. And all you wanted was the truth. Because, do you know what? You could have might have wanted a friends with benefit, just a little bit of an F-boy sometime, just to relieve some of the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you wanted that, but they didn't give you that option. Maybe you wanted a friends with benefit situation, but the whole point to this is they never told you the truth. They never said, look, I'm stuck in a situation right now, and it could possibly be because for somebody to be able to spend a lot of time with you, they've got to have some kind of open relationship, or they were in a situation where they weren't talking to that person right now. I'm going back to my own place. I could do whatever I want to do, and this person doesn't have to know. But in the meantime, I've got this sexual addiction, and I want to feed that sexual addiction because I need some panani right now. I need some panani, but they never told the truth. They never gave the person the option to say, here what is the situation. Here what I want, my sis. Here what I want. I'm in a situation right now, but let's just be friends with benefits. How are you hanging with that? And then you would have had the choice to say yes or no, and then you would have known what you're getting into. But when somebody does that, do you see the free queen? You see this? Queen of Wands. The Empress. Who's attached to the Emperor? And then you've got the Queen of Swords here, who is an upright, honest person who just wanted the truth. And that's why they've gone into hermit mode. And they cut this out and they said, no more. And that's the truth, Ruth. Because this is the truth card. The Ace of Swords is the truth card. This is the truth, Ruth. I'm going to leave it there because I could just go on. I could just go, also at the bottom of the Chariot. You know. It can just go on and on. I'm not even going there anymore. But the overall message with this, for what I can see, is stand your ground, sis. Stand your ground. Nobody go back there. Don't go back there. Trust me, don't go back there because this is a F-boy. And this subject keeps coming out. This subject keeps coming out because this is a single, abundant lady here. Single, abundant, about her business. She's about her pentacalidem. She's about the dosh. Having to deal with this nonsense, all because someone could have just said one sentence, here what is the situation, I'm at this current situation right now, and this is possibly somebody you knew for a long time that you thought you could be honest with, because that card came out, the card about the somebody you've known a long time. This is somebody you've known a long time. Six of Cups is somebody you've known, and they could have been honest with you. Here's the situation, and it would have been your choice, and that's all they had to do. It took one sentence. Do you know what I'm saying? This is deep. This is deep. Can look there. Heartbreak. Heartbreak. Death. And that's the current past. This could have been yesterday. This could have been a couple of months ago. There was a death to this situation, and now this person's watching you. And they've been watching you for a while. You can see it. This is social media. This is your social media accounts. They could be spying on you. They could even be doing drive-bys and you don't even know. Because you've cut them dead. Because you can see from here, you cut them dead. They could take their fast self and be driving by to see if there's any lights in your house, all sorts of nonsense. And this person withheld from you. They withheld from you. You can see, look. They withheld. They withheld. They withheld. They want to come with a small gesture. But this King of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. F that shit. If you couldn't come with an apology straight away, why are you about with it now? Why are you about with it? Why are you coming to friend up somebody now? Why y'all come with the confusion? The conflict? Why y'all come with it now? Is it your situations have gone down the tube and you know so you made the wrong choice? That's what you did. You made the wrong choice. The wrong choice. And it's too late. Because this person's moved on. They've gone into a new cycle. You see that? You see that there? New cycles hitting the road. Look. A new romantic cycle begins. Let's go through these. Because these could read by themselves. The top ones could read by themselves. These ones could read by themselves. All this could read by themselves. But hold your vision. You have a vision. You have a passion. You have something you want to do. You need to do. You've been downloaded by divine. You know your purpose. You know where I'm going with you. You know what you need to do. It's getting there. So hold the vision. Keep manifesting, because my man here, this is the magician in the mirror. Manifestation. Set your intentions. Tell Divine what you want. Tell Divine what you want to do. Talk about your passions. Usually with manifestation, if you're in a crossroads or you're starting a new cycle, you've got to look at your passions. I did some videos on my other channel, which is Valerie's Naturals. I need to complete it, and that's one of my missions. I need to complete that whole series because it could, even if it helped one person, because it's all about getting out of the matrix. Now, we're in COVID, right? And some people, you need to use it to your advantage. You're stuck at home, you're doing nothing, but you have these passions, you have these things that you want to do. There's these passions that you have. Concentrate on your passions, especially if you're on furlough and you're being paid. All right, you're getting less than you should do, but this is your time to A, cut your bills, B, make a budget, C, start thinking about clearing your debts, because you're sitting at home doing nothing. You're not spending money going to work. You're staying at home cooking. You're saving money even cooking. You can have the time to sit down and cut your bills. Sometimes it takes just one phone call. Okay? And that's all about manifestation. I could go on, but I need to finish that series as well. But this is all about concentrating on you, concentrating on your dreams. And then you got a caring connection. Is there somebody new coming into your life? Is that what it is? Is that why you're just putting down these burdens and moving on? Even if you don't get the truth, from this person, you know intuitively what the hell is going on. They're in some effed up relationships. It's probably this is sex. And this is somebody clinging on because of children. This person wants the truth, basically, and they're not getting it. So, you know what? Give yourself closure, move on, release to the moon. This is what moonology is about. I don't know if you know anything about moonology and all the phases of the moon. There's about eight, I believe there's 8 phases to, I'm reading about this at the moment. There's 8 phases to the moon. If you do certain things on certain days, for example, the new moon is about setting in, no, sorry, I'm wrong. The full moon, which I've actually set my intentions for the full moon, right, is all about gratitude and releasing what you don't need in your life. I did that. And it made the world a difference. But there's a specific thing that you need to do. And that is, you write down what you're grateful for. You have to write down all the people that have hurt you in your life and say why they've hurt you in your life, and that you forgive them and you release them. You write this all down. You go outside, and under the full moon, and this is in the Moonology book, okay? Under the full moon, you light it, you burn them in, you burn it. So you're releasing it to the moon, because the moon is the goddess. If the sun is the god, the moon is the goddess. You get me? So, burn them intentions, burn it. So you can release it. And then what you do is, when you're burning it, you imagine all those people that hurt you, who caused you stress, who caused you nothing but ill will. You see them floating away in a bubble. See them floating away in a bubble, and forgive them and move on. Because you're going to be forever stuck if you don't. Give yourself closure. Give yourself closure. I preach now. I know that this morning because I've got things to do. But... and I'm preaching now. Stop it. But there's a simple way. Give yourself closure. Simple. Even if it's a simple ceremony by yourself. Write down whoever bothered you, why they bothered you. Forgive them. I love you. I forgive you. I appreciate you. Write it down after you've done all that you need to do. I love you. I forgive you. I appreciate you. And bonnet Ross. Release it. It's a symbolic gesture, but I'm telling you, you feel so much better after, especially if you do it under a full moon. There's different things you should be doing under different types of moon. You've got your wax moon, you've got your new moon, you've got your eclipses, there's different things you do under different moons. Okay, and I'm reading about this now, so I'm not no authority on it, but the next thing I'm going to go into is astrology as well. I'm going to start reading about astrology, because people think it's a fun thing. It's just a bit of fun. But if it's done correctly and it's done right, you know exactly what's going on. It all ties in together. The tarot ties in, the astrology ties in, the moonology ties in, the oracle cards tie in. Because if you're channeled, the messages you're giving will all relate. but they will all connect. They will all speak to somebody. So, on that note, I'm going because I'm talking too much now. It's giving away the game. Giving away the game. But if you've been touched by divine, you know, you really got to give thanks for that, because I'm telling you, they're going to open some doors for you. Trust me. If you know how to channel it right, they'll open some doors. They'll give you a victory that you never thought possible. And it's usually out of heartache. It's usually out of deprivation. It's usually out of, you didn't even realize you were divine, and you were thinking along. I mean, if you're somebody who thinks about their intuition, who goes by their intuition, you're probably touched by divine anyway. But it's to bring that gift out. And like I said previously, there's 3 ways of bringing that gift out. And one is sex. You know, you have sex with the right person. My God. I trouble under them sheets. I'm telling you. It's trouble. And I should talk about this now. It's trouble going on. One is deprivation. One is just that you were always meant to be who you are. You could have been like that way from a child, and you didn't even realize. I mean, that's 4 ways. There's 4 ways. But anyway, on that note, please hit me up. It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. I'm on Instagram, Valerie's Naturals Oracles. I'm on. I'm not really a Facebook person. I'm not really keen on Facebook, and I don't know why. And it's probably, because I find it really invasive. I find Facebook really invasive, and I only just scan through there every now and then because I find it. It's not that I don't. It's not that I don't want to connect with people. It's just I just find it really invasive. So I tend to stick to Twitter and Instagram. I'm also, I'll start again. On Instagram, I'm Valerie's Naturals Oracle. Okay. I've also got another channel, which is Valerie's Naturals, where I talk about things like my passions and when I go on holidays. And I was vlogging in COVID, and COVID kind of went sideways a little bit, so I stopped doing that. But I blog my holidays. I blog about things that I want to talk about. I started a Dr. Sebi 7-day fast, which was really good. And I also did... What else did I do on that channel? I'm also doing this thing called, like I said, getting out of the matrix. Getting yourself in the position where you can actually do what you want rather than having to work a 9 to 5. Do what you want as opposed to a 9 to 5. And there's really easy ways of doing that. People don't realise you can just phone up this company and say, look, oi, you're charging me too much for this. If you don't give me what I want, I'm going elsewhere who will give it to me cheaper. That's all you need to do. Especially companies like Sky and Virgin. Oh my God. You just phone them up and say that you're cancelling. They put you straight through, because I used to work for Sky. They put you straight through to the cancellation department and say, here's what we'll do for you if you stay. They might say to you, you might need to renew your contract, but if it's a good deal, do it. Anyway, I'm getting off the phone. I'm getting off the phone. I'm getting off of this because I've had a lot of conversations lately about cards with a lot of people, and it's getting silly now. I'm going to have to start charging for readings because for me, it's not that so much this is a new thing, but the intuition has kicked in because I've had cards for a while, but the intuition has kicked in all of a sudden. And it's telling me stories, and I'm going to have to start charging for readings because I do readings for people, and they're not telling me if it's correct or not, and I have a feeling they are because they're not coming back to me because they're spooked by it. Some of these people are spooked by it, but I could go on. Anyway, on that note, I've got things to do. It's bright and early in the morning. You can probably still hear the sleep in my voice. I want to drink my coffee. So on that note, Valerie's Naturals Oracle, Instagram, Twitter, and then also I'm on YouTube, I'm on Patreon, okay? And I probably will start doing some readings because I think it's an exchange of energies. It's an exchange of energies. I give you something, you give me something back. And this is what YouTube should be all about. But people watch these things and don't subscribe and don't think that, or don't like or don't subscribe, but they like to watch the stories. And it's not fair, really, because it's not an exchange of energies then, is it? Anyway, I'm going. Speak to you later. Thumbs up, like, just subscribe, hit me up. I've also got Valerie's Natural Oracle email. So, hit me up if you've got questions, if you want to ask me something. I can, or put something in the comment. I can answer the questions. I mean, I read my comments. So hit me up, my people. And on that note, stay safe and go in peace. Check you later, Guataguan family.